Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the national anthem performed by senior members of Henry Ford II Symphonic Band. Please give a round of applause for our national anthem performed by senior members of Henry Ford II Symphonic Band. And a big thank you to our instrumental music department under the direction of Matthew Shaner for providing outstanding music all year long. You may be seated. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Johns, members of the Board of Education, honored guests, parents, guardians, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. My name is Lori Singleton, and it is my honor as the proud principal of Henry Ford II High School to welcome you to the 2020 commencement ceremony. I would like to especially thank our superintendent, Dr. Christine Johns, the Board of Education, the amazing staff at Henry Ford II High School, and all of its feeder schools for helping each of our seniors being honored today. I especially want to recognize the hardest working team of associate principals, Dr. Heather Bloom, Mr. David Ersick, and Mr. Mark McLaughlin. This graduating class has many accomplishments. We have 230 seniors who took at least one AP class this year, and 22 took courses through the dual enrollment program. We have 112 graduates are members of the National Honor Society. 12 are members of Utica Center for Math, Science, and Technology, and 16 are members of Utica Center for Science and Industry. 111 are Falcon Scholars, which means they maintain a grade point average of a 3.67 or higher for 7 semesters. 87 graduating seniors are AP Scholars and earned a 3.67 GPA in 4 or more advanced placement classes. And finally, 42 seniors are Presidential Scholars, having earned at least 1160 on the SAT and having a GPA of at least a 3.67 or higher. Now, parents, that is bragging rights. I would like to start out by first saying thank you. Thank you for welcoming me to Henry Ford II High School, for your belief in me and for your unwavering support. Your graduating class will always be special. The class of 2020 will definitely be one for the history books. Your high school graduation season is not what you expected and has been anything but ordinary. But the class of 2020, all 427 of you, are unique, not because of what you accomplished, but what you endured. Believe it has made you stronger and more resilient. I simply want you to ponder one simple phrase: to believe. But most of all, believe in yourself. Believe in curiosity. Be a trailblazer, a game changer. Whether your next step is higher education, the armed forces, or the workforce. Take the time to ask all of the what ifs and decide if you are satisfied with the answer. If yes, support it. If not, believe you can change it. It can be as simple as informing the new principal of the changes you wanted to see around the school and rolling up your sleeves to pitch in to paint the forum. Believe in bravery. Be brave enough to speak your mind and have a voice, be heard, but also be brave enough to listen with both ears. Bravery can be found on any battlefield or in a quiet moment. Both are to be valued. As I was reviewing scholarship essays this year, one of the questions was, if you can be anyone in the world, who would you be, dead or alive? Most students went with the safe answer, but there was one response that was bold and brave. His answer was, I will be me because my story is not yet written. He believed in his greatness, and his response was bold and brave. And by the way, he won the scholarship. So be brave. Believe in kindness. The world can use a little more kindness. Help and be kind to others. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. You will stumble and sometimes fall. We all do. Learn from it. Push past it. One of your fellow Falcons, Brandon, came to me because he wanted to have a winter dance. It was right after homecoming, and Ford haven't had a winter dance in years. He gave an amazing presentation, but little did he know, he had me in the beginning when he said, I wanted to help kids with cancer at the same hospital where he received his treatment just a few years prior. His kindness was contagious, and his entire class supported the great endeavor. It was a smashing success. This is the type of legacy the class of 2020 leaves behind. The dance will continue long after the class of 2020 is gone, simply because he believed. So I close where I began, with thanking the class of 2020. The future is yours. We hand it to you with confidence and with pride, and most of all, a yearning to simply believe. Congratulations, class of 2020. We believe in you. Now, at this time, I would like to introduce to you the valedictorians and salutatorians. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the 39 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians for the class of 2020. Valedictorian Brendan Arndt. Brendan will be attending Oakland University. Valedictorian Matthew Yatisha. Matthew will be attending Kettering University. Valedictorian Heidi Aziz. Heidi will be attending Wayne State University. Valedictorian Cameron Bouchard. Cameron will be attending Michigan State University. Valedictorian Amber Brunette. Amber will be attending the College of Creative Studies. Valedictorian Jill Charbonneau. Jill will be attending the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Rhea Choker. Rhea will be attending the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Giselle Dapakakabu. Giselle will be attending Wayne State University. Valedictorian Andre Edgerton. Andre will be attending the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Jacob Amari. Jacob will be attending Oakland University. Valedictorian Joseph Francis. Joseph will be attending the University of Detroit Mercy. Valedictorian Brooke Gagnon. Brooke will be attending Oakland University. Valedictorian Luke Gibson. Luke will be attending Oakland University Honors College. Valedictorian Claire Gordon. Claire will be attending Wayne State University. Valedictorian Amber Hardy. Amber will attend the University of Toledo. Valedictorian Isaac Harris. Isaac will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Madeline Hardwick. Madeline will attend the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Lily Hilgendorf. Lily will attend Michigan State University. Valedictorian Andriana Avizi. Andriana will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Isabella Johnson. Isabella will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Timmy Joseph. Timmy will attend the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Brendan Kazmierek. Brendan will attend the University of South Florida. Valedictorian Evgenia Kanova will be attending University of Detroit Mercy. Valedictorian Amber Leip. Amber will attend the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Joseph Lockhart. Joseph will attend Grand Valley State University Honors College. Valedictorian Brandon Matzia. Brandon will attend the University of Michigan Ross School of Business. Valedictorian Megan Oselnik. Megan will attend the University of Michigan School of Arts and Design. Valedictorian Kendra Kaiser will be attending Oakland University. Valedictorian Ariane Patel. Ariane will attend the University of Michigan. Valedictorian Claudia Polarski. Claudia will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Amanda Polly. Amanda will attend the University of Toledo. Valedictorian Murphy Paksan. Murphy will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Carly Sinkowski. Carly will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Jacob Thomas. Jacob will attend Michigan State University. Valedictorian Joshua Thomas. Joshua will attend Oakland University. Valedictorian Benjamin Van Hoove. Benjamin will attend Michigan State University. Valedictorian Melanie Walker. Melanie will attend Bowling Green State University College of Business. Valedictorian Jordan Whitener. Jordan will attend Grand Valley State University Honors College. And valedictorian Marco Yu. Marco will attend Oakland University. Salutatorian Grace Alaska. Grace will attend Saginaw Valley State University. Salutatorian Lainey Winooski. Lainey will attend Macomb Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a resounding round of applause for our valedictorians and salutatorians. Now, I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, valedictorian Brandon Matzia, with a very inspirational message.
Good morning, Superintendent Johns, members of the Board of Education, administrators, teachers, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, good morning to the class of 2020. Hope that you're all doing well and are enjoying this monumental day in the lives of the amazing young men and women joining us today. Congratulations, guys. You are all amazing. And boy, did we really go through it all. Countless technological breakthroughs, the rise of social media, and a global pandemic just to top it all off. But despite all this rapid change, we maintained perspective, we adapted, and we succeeded. Even though we ran out of toilet paper for a while, I have no idea what that was all about. But today, I just want to tell you a true story from my life. This story takes place the summer following my freshman year. I was finally recovered from a knee injury that I suffered while playing club soccer in the spring and was training every day to prepare for the high school soccer season. But as I was getting closer to tryouts, I began to feel fatigued and dizzy whenever I would start to run. My mom took me to the doctor just to be safe, and it turned out that I had acute promyelocytic leukemia, blood cancer. Now, of course, I was scared, and I had so many questions. Am I going to lose my hair? Will I ever play soccer again? Am I going to die? My life was changed in an instant. Throughout my battle with cancer, I strove to keep a positive mindset and had a personal rule to smile every single day. Now, there were definitely bad days, but I fought through them, trying to enjoy every second of the life that was almost taken away from me. This mindset helped keep me strong throughout my battle and allowed me to become completely cancer-free 6 months after my diagnosis. Now, while I do credit a positive mindset for my victory, I could not have done it had it not been for the strong support system all around me. And not only from my parents, doctors, and nurses, but from the amazing people at Ford. I'll never forget it. The day after I got diagnosed, I made a post on social media to let my friends know what was going on. You know, typical teenager. But I didn't think too much of the post. I just thought that my closest friends would send me some supportive messages. Little did I know that by the time I woke up the following day, I would have about 100 messages on my phone from my classmates wishing me a speedy recovery and showing their support. Some of the messages were from people I didn't even know. This is when I realized what being a Ford Falcon was all about. When one of us is winning, we're all winning. And when one of us is struggling, we all work together to help that person. And in this case, that person struggling was me. But there was not one day from the 32 days I spent in the hospital that either my friends, teachers, and coaches from Ford didn't visit or call me to see how I was doing. And it is this solidarity that makes the Ford family truly special. Look around, everybody. Right now, in this moment, we are experiencing one of the largest pandemics the world has ever seen. Yet we are all gathered here, together. As we look forward to the bright, successful futures we have waiting before us, there is one thing I ask you to take away from my story. Adversity is inevitable in our lives. Life will undoubtedly throw a curveball at us, catch us off guard, and knock us down on our backs. Yet it is when we are on our backs when we learn the most, when we grow the most. And as certain as it is that we will be knocked down, it is also certain that we will get back up. We will fight back, and we will grow. Because that is what a Henry Ford II Falcon does. It's just who we are. My friends, thank you for allowing me the privilege of spending 4 amazing years of high school with all of you. I will close with the iconic phrase that was related to us on our very first day at Ford. Have a great day, and as always, go Falcons.
Thank you, Brandon. Now we will have a selection by vocalist Kareem Ford. He will perform My Way by Frank Sinatra.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I've planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now As tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got, if not himself? Then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was mine.
It is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Christine Johns. Our school greatly appreciates her leadership and service. As a close-knit Falcon family, we have seen our teachers, staff, parents, and residents come together in a positive way to support each other and our students. We remain thankful for her steady guidance, support, and commitment to the success of every Utica Community Schools student and the bright future we know is ahead for the class of 2020. Dr. Johns began her post-secondary education at the University of Pittsburgh. Earning her bachelor's degree, she received her first master's degree from Johns Hopkins University. She then earned both a master's and doctoral degree in education administration from Harvard University. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Christine Johns.
Thank you, and good morning, graduates and families. It is truly my sincere pleasure to speak with you today as we celebrate the exceptional class of 2020. At the beginning of this year, you most likely had a vision for how your senior year would unfold. Not only graduation day, but those months leading up to it. It all seems so clear. However, unusual circumstances are preventing us from being together in person. You, the class of 2020, have sacrificed many cherished activities so our families and community can be safe. But we are united today as a community to celebrate our graduates and carry forward with our graduation traditions. Class of 2020, we have watched you grow from curious, wide-eyed youngsters into confident and inspiring young adults. I've been reflecting back to the times when we may have met at a visit to your school or during special events such as school plays, musical performances, academic competitions, student government events, or recognition ceremonies. Perhaps we talked at the Career Focus Luncheon, at a football game, the college or career fair, or as a scholarship recipient. I am truly grateful to have shared those moments with you. So many memorable moments are woven into what has become your UCS experience. Today is one of those memories. For instance, your UCS education has prepared you with the knowledge and skills to rapidly adapt to a changing world and a different learning environment. You have witnessed how important it is to problem solve and work together. Moving forward, graduates, you have the agility to reassess, redefine, and make smarter, sound decisions. You have come to understand the connectedness we all share, and you fully appreciate the value of quality time spent with family and friends. You also understand that you will truly live global lives and compete in a global workplace. Class of 2020, you are moving forward with a sense of clarity. You know what really matters, and you will continue to care for one another while exhibiting gratitude in all you do. You have learned this by living it. Allow these recent events to guide you, graduates. As leaders, you will determine how change will affect us and how we will respond. From designing a more efficient process in your workplace, to developing a new healing agent, to forging ahead in scientific pursuits that preserve our world. Your confidence and ingenuity will serve our community, our state, and even our nation well into the future. You are makers of history. Make no mistake, your strength of character and laser-focused optimism can truly change the world. Your leadership and your service to our community and our country are needed and appreciated. During trying times, a new generation of leaders emerge. Go forth and be those leaders. These are just a few of the many reasons we acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments, your creativity, your kindness, and your academic achievements today. And now, this community, your community, is collectively putting its arms around you, embracing you, and sending you off on your next life journey, wrapped in all the hope and love you can imagine. You are the class of 2020. You are Utica Strong, and I could not be more proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2020. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our Board of Education President, Dr. Robert Ross. Since his election to the Board of Education 16 years ago, Dr. Ross has honorably served this community as trustee, treasurer, and now president. He continues to support UCS students through exemplary stewardship and his resolute commitment to our mission. He and his wife, Luann, are proud parents to 4 UCS graduates. Dr. Ross holds both a PhD and bachelor's degree in physics from Wayne State University. He is a professor of physics at the University of Detroit-Mercy. Please welcome our Board of Education President, Dr. Robert Ross.
Thank you very much, Dr. Johns. Students, family members, friends, administrators, teachers, and my fellow board members, thank you for watching this exciting event. We appreciate your support of this class of 2020. I'd like the proud families and friends of these fantastic, wonderful students to stand for a minute and be recognized. We're grateful for all the support and love that you've shown these students in this class of 2020. We're grateful for all the support and love that you've shown to these students in the class of 2020. I'd love to know how many people just stood up, but I'll never know. Sorry. One thing I know for sure is that no one expected this was going to happen. Your senior year did not end the way you planned. There's nothing any of us can do to change that. One of my kids graduated 20 years ago from UCS. Just think of the stories that you'll have in 20 years. I have a few remarks, so be patient with me. There's a lot of talk in the media, daily conversation, of the new normal. What's it going to look like when we go back to work or to school? What is the new normal going to be? I recommend you forget the new normal because there never was an old normal. For you, everything is new. I'm a scientist. I've been one for over 40 years. In fact, I'm a physicist. When I hear the word normal, the first thing I think of is the mathematical definition of normal. In math, normal means perpendicular. It's a funny word, but that's what it means. In math and physics, we tend to think of normal as a direction. In particular, a direction that is perpendicular to something. Usually that something is a surface, but it doesn't have to be. So if you'll indulge me for a minute and think of normal as a direction, well, it takes on a whole different meaning. You control your direction. You get to control which way you want to go. Suppose you're driving north and make a hard right turn. Now you're heading east. East is perpendicular or normal to north. If you're heading north and you do a U-turn, Now you're heading south. South is not perpendicular to north. It's not normal to north. In the next few months, you'll be heading out in a new direction. If you decide you want to change directions, that is okay. You can and maybe should explore different paths. You can veer off to the right, to the left, or keep going straight. There's a lot to explore, and you have choices. Doing a 180 may not be a great idea, but who knows? My recommendation is that you seek to develop something that you are passionate about, something you love to do. Find that thing that you love and go for it. Listen to advice, but you choose what to do. Nobody can do that for you. When you leave here, I ask you to do one thing. At some point in your life, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, do something for your country and expect nothing in return. Now, no one wants to listen to me, I know that, but you might want to hear this. The faculty of the Utica Community Schools has recommended to the superintendent that a Utica Community Schools high school diploma be conferred upon you. By the authority vested in your Board of Education by the state of Michigan, it gives me great pleasure to announce that you are officially graduates of the Utica Community Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Utica Community Schools class of 2020.
Samantha Salam Abo, Myrna Rita Abdal, Evan John Adragna, cum laude, Marcus Wissam Aquari, cum laude, Ranan Duraid Alalwin, Grace Catherine Alaska, Hayton Alexandra Albrecht, Ebony Marie Alexander, Nicholas Brandon Allen, Rami Rayed Elias Al-Sayah, Samantha Michelle Amel, Valerie Marlene Amel, Francesco Dino Amasser, Brendan Michael Anderson, cum laude, Nicholas Jeffrey Antoine, magna cum laude, Brendan Michael Arndt, Riley Jacob Asher, cum laude, Matthew Mason Atisha, Madison Joanna Ayuto, magna cum laude, Adriana Nicole Ayish, Dina Camille Aziz, Haiti Ayman Aziz, Sarah Aziz, Tessa Marie Bailey, Blair Anthony Baker, Rachel Nicole Baker, magna cum laude, Elizabeth Angelina Barch, Gazim Barretta, magna cum laude, Ashley Elizabeth Barney, magna cum laude, Haley Marie Barr, Kelly Marie Bartlett, magna cum laude, Anna Catherine Bartulio, magna cum laude, Del Piero Margos Betu. Colin James Bauer. Caitlin Rebecca Bombach. Brianne Elizabeth Bayer. Sarah Nicole Beaupre, cum laude. Isabella Ekaterina Bajan. Noah Anthony Beloli, magna cum laude. Trevor Jake Bolomo. Maria Francesca Benfent. David Daniel Bird. Christian Alexander Bernhardt. Vernie Amgad Beshai. Adnan Besic. Dylan Robert Bielicki. Brendan Joseph Bilski. Emily May Block. Martin Nuo Boyai. Cameron John Borchert. Jacob Robert Bozen. Rihanna Lynn Brasheko. Ariane Matia Breitoyo. Jessica Renee Brulette. Ashlyn Grace Brown, cum laude. Caleb James Brown. Amber Elizabeth Brunette. Emily Elizabeth Buck. Kaylee Isabel Bull, magna cum laude. Donovan Gabriel Bullock. Sydney Ray Bunch. Emily Joy Burrich. Jessica Amanda Buscemi, magna cum laude. Jamie Grace Butts. Keelana Alicia LaShawn Byron. Chase Wade Cagle. Spencer Robert Campo. Dimitri Michael Cristo Cantillini. Nathan Eric Carney. Anthony John Cardolano. Nathaniel Breckner Castillo. Antonio Joseph Catenacci. Sean Fuchi Chang. Cole Gary Chapp, magna cum laude. Jill Marie Charbonneau. Anna Michelle Chauvin, cum laude. Ria Choker. Rosalina Therese Cholewa, cum laude. Victoria Annette Christensen. Angelina Marie Serenesi. Eric Richard George Clare. Marissa Marie Clark. James Randolph Coles III. Jordan Christopher Collins. Paige Alexis Collins, cum laude. Julia Janice Connolly, magna cum laude. Michaela Ilse Cristobal. Madeline Aileen Cronin, magna cum laude. Krista Rochelle Crowd, cum laude. Alexis Elizabeth Curran, cum laude. Christopher Joseph Silkowski. Jacob Giovanni Dabish. Lauren Jade Daly. Allison Marie Dallo. Santino Michael DeAndrea. Nadia Napoleon Daneka. Miranda Ann Deanna. Rita N. David. Lauren Deshawn Davis. Dylan Hakeem Daywood. Teresa Marie De Benedetti. Kendall Jade Dean. Giselle Marie De Pacaquibo. Ava Grace DeSantis. Nathaniel Grant Torrey Dexter. Jenna Marie Dickens, cum laude. Salvatore Gaspar DiMaggio. Shane Tyler Dixon. Emerson Akimi Dixon. Isabella Jokai. Sydney Marie Dobroshinsky, cum laude. Elvia Dotze, magna cum laude. Renor Dongjani. Aliyah Marie Droley. Bernard Duhani, magna cum laude. Gavin Roger Duncan, magna cum laude. Anthony Durgaj. Andre Paul Edgerton. Mohammed Alkafas, magna cum laude. Jacob Dennis Emery. Emma Ruth Enos. Katerina Francesca Erase. Jillian Elise Fallon. Blake Alexander Felton, cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Ferraro. Ian Jeffrey Finnegan. Owen John Flockhart. Sambujang Fofana, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Tiolani Fontana. Kareem Joseph Ford. Joseph Michael Francis. Isabella Maria Franzoni, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Frizzell, Hannah Frokai, Alacy Jade Gager, Brooke Kara Gagnon, Sarah Catherine Gallick, magna cum laude, Joshua Robert Gamble, Nicholas Alejandro Garcia, L'Oreal Lena Gardner, Hunter Isaac Michael Gerke, cum laude, Brianna Monet Geiger, summa cum laude, Mario John Gelly Jr., Luke John Gibson, Kuljit Singh Gill, Anton Lal Jerkai, magna cum laude, Leah Marie Glaspie, Caius Marius Glavin, Jonathan Michael Glidden, magna cum laude, Evan Thomas Good, Claire Elise Gordon, Alexis Kiara Grant, Cameron Damian Gregory, Kevin Grishai, Arabella Sophia Groder, Brianna Madison Grosso, Caitlin Alexis Gushard, magna cum laude, Alexis Jade Guy, cum laude, Olivia Grace Habersky, magna cum laude, Ian Mackenzie Hafner, cum laude, Shannon Adriana Hale, cum laude, Amber Page Hardy, Morgan Renee Harkins, cum laude, Isaac Paul Harris, Madeline Christine Hartwig, Samer Rafi Hito, Jake Edward Helly, Alexander Daniel Hernelstein, Lily Heather Hilgendorf, Miranda Ellen Hiller, Eric Matthew Hodge, Andrew James Holliday, Kensington Madison Ray Holland, Haley Lorraine Horton, Anastasia Hristovska, Aaron Thomas Hughes, Sarah Susie Ibrahim, Mira Mary Emery, magna cum laude, James Michael Ingram Jr., Daniel Robert Arthur Ings, Yusuf Salah Putris Isa, David Itzkoff, Adriana Ivezai. Paljan Anton Ivizik. Aliyah Jakupovic. David Thomas John. Aurelius James Johnson. Isabella Louise Johnson. Dana W. Jonah, magna cum laude. Paige Lee Jones. Timmy Joseph. Brianna Kaylin Judd, cum laude. Brendan Jeffrey Kazmarek. Nicole Cadilli. Brendan Lee Kaiser, summa cum laude. Jack Christopher Karas. Courtney Ann Kastruba. Cassidy Grace Curie. Thomas Malik Keaton Allen. Lauren Rose Kelly, cum laude. Ronald James Ketvertis. Jessica Koji, cum laude. Isabella Marie Komorowski, cum laude. Evgenia Koneva. Jennifer Lynn Konopka. Jacob Michael Kozmalski. Jacqueline Rose Kozmalski. Antonia Sophie Kraus. Kyle James Krozik, cum laude. Derek Michael Cunith, summa cum laude. Kevin Zachary Kwasnick. Marco Giuliano Lafata. Brendan Anthony Lagorio. Emma Elizabeth Lamoth. Nicholas Antonio Landini, magna cum laude. Emma Jane LaRocca, magna cum laude. Joshua Thomas LaRocca. Adam Michael Lathrop, summa cum laude. Emily Marcella Lawrence, cum laude. Leah Marie Leduc. Katie Paige Leone. Ashley Taylor Lewis. Michael James Licalsi. Amber Lipa. Joseph Dominic Lockhart. Colin Andre Lataki. Jalen Deshaun Laurie, cum laude. Kevin Lamani. Brenna Lynn Lynch. Dwaya M. Ali. Thomas Frank Maglich. Isabella Marie Malta. Lindsay Kathleen Manhart, magna cum laude. Myrna Sud Mansour. Nicholas Ronald Managuera, cum laude. Sierra Marie Maple. Nicole Marie Marabate. Yusuf Hikmat Emanuel Marco. Allison Catherine Mast, summa cum laude. Brandon Matia. Austin Patrick Mayer. Benjamin Scott Mayer. Madison Nicole Mayhew, magna cum laude. Kevin Michael McAleer. Gwen Delaney McConkey. Craig Lawrence McConnell. Samantha Lee McConnell, magna cum laude. Christian Timothy McDaniel. Chantel McKinney. Angelica Judith McLean Hall, cum laude. Kayla McLeod, summa cum laude. Devin Leallen McNair. Robert Antonio Melorani. Rocco James Merrill. Maya Lola Ann Mazzone. Yaya S. Motter. Gabriella Mirakai, cum laude. Mariam Tatal Hannah Mizo. Hannah Jewel Monahan. Antonina Marie Morjan. Haley Rose Morin. Lourdes Serafiras Mukhtar. Patricia Florence Murray. Brooke Caitlin Nagy. Reagan Marie Napoleon. Selena Nuha Nasser, summa cum laude. Katia Janet Navarro Evanek. Yona Ndoy, cum laude. Marissa Nadoya, magna cum laude. Stephen Hikmat Nesso. Justin Michael Noel. Abigail Margaret Noland. Antonia Nicole Nunnery. Preston Lucas Oblick, cum laude. Trinity Ann O'Brien, cum laude. Megan Marie Oselnick. Liam James Sunman O'Connor, cum laude. Alexander William O'Farrell. Kendra Snow Oja Kaiser. Angela Marie Olanichek. Crystal Alexandra O'Parka. Valentine Faris Oraha, cum laude. Andre Valentin Orzoy. Chad Everett Ostrowski, summa cum laude. Caitlin Mary Oldbeer, magna cum laude. Scott Curtis Owens. Elena Maria Palazzolo. Anthony John Palomino. Adam Alexander Palutsky. John Michael Pastoria. James Anthony Pastoria Jr. Aryan Chetan Patel. Ayush Alpesh Patel, cum laude. Bailey Michael Painter. Christian Anthony Pellerito, magna cum laude. Sienna Marie Peters. Jacqueline Candace Phillips, cum laude. Claudia Jane Pilarski. Skylar James Piotrowski. Damian Yinam Platt. Sade Maria Plettel, cum laude. Evan Julius Pletz, cum laude. Amanda Sophia Polly. Dan Edward Pop, summa cum laude. Asia Patricia Christiana Papa. Zarian Monroe Porter. Aaron Michael Powers. Matthew Ronald Powerski. Murphy Poxon. Ava Caroline Pritchard, cum laude. Alexandru Dennis Puflia, magna cum laude. Jack Christopher Palinko. Joseph Jacob Putris Jr. Elise Margaret Radziak, summa cum laude. Miriam Hatham Badri Razuk. Dana Jolyn Rice. Madeline Page Rice Demick. Mackenzie Ellen Ricker. Danielle Jordan Ryder. Hattie Joe Richardson. Elizabeth Marie Rivera, cum laude. Giuseppe Salvatore Rizzo. Caleb Michael Robinson, cum laude. Adrian Romanell. Zachary Kenneth Rosol, magna cum laude. Carter Allen Rutkowski, magna cum laude. Kyle Edward Rutkowski. Adam David Sabish. Caitlin Alexandria Sabo. Jamal Abdul Sattar Mohammed Saleh. Ashley Ilse Salmo. Madeline Marie Samuel, cum laude. Trevor Wynn Sauls. Lucas Edward Schaefer. Elena Renee Schlief, cum laude. Mitchell Scott Scopa. Juliana Catherine Scott. Maximus Lucas Sassi, magna cum laude. Miriam Andros Shabo. Yosef Jibrail Shabo. Haley Christina Schaefer. Hamza Faisal Shakil, summa cum laude. Srijay Uday Kumar Shastri. Anthony Shakreli. Maddie Salty Schleiman. Carly Christine Sinkowski. John Thomas Sims, cum laude. Sierra Alexis Simon. Matthew Christopher Skiba. Donovan Wesley Sly. Ryan Michael Smith. Abigail Rose Smolinski. Sabrina Maria Solomon. Samantha Joanne Solomon. Ashley Autumn Sorgani. Joseph Patrick Sorgi III, summa cum laude. Krista Marie Soade. David Matthias Spainla. Lucas Kurt Spiegel, magna cum laude. Eric Daniel Spencer. Caitlin Noel St. James, cum laude. Jacob Miles Stong. Carmina Bianca Strainov. Alexis Grace Strickland, magna cum laude. Dawson Richard Sugars. Matthew Peter Sulaka. Caitlin Jean Swope, summa cum laude. Mason Michael Swope. Dylan Michael Seiget, magna cum laude. Megan Rochelle Spiddick. Sydney Anastasia Shamansky, cum laude. Jeremy Leonard Terrace, cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Tarano. Brooke Tayeko Terrace. Alyssa Renee Thomas. Jacob Thomas. Joshua Jim Thomas. Tavion Davin Thompson. Raven Marie Nicole Tinsley, cum laude. Noura Miad Sadek Tomi. Matthew Alexander Tuma, magna cum laude. Heidi Caroline Towinski, cum laude. Julia Lucia Trimbitas, summa cum laude. Andrew Cole Tripus. Keegan Matthew Tuck. Andrew Forbes Tork, cum laude. Julia Elizabeth Ewer, magna cum laude. Sabrina Uchkik. Jaden Aaron Van Acker, magna cum laude. Benjamin Donald Van Hove. Maya Hart Van Hoosier, summa cum laude. Jenna Elizabeth Vasquez, summa cum laude. Chloe Patricia Veenstra. Andrew Jeffrey Verkist, summa cum laude. Anna Marie Vulai, cum laude. Melanie Ann Walker. Nicole Alexis Walker. Parker Dale Warner. Christian Elijah Kirk Watson. Spence Pierre Whitwell. Jordan Mackenzie Widener. Jaden Christian Williams. Zara Ayana Williams, summa cum laude. Jody Blanchett Wills. Lainey Marie Wisniewski. Sarah Ann Wist, cum laude. Christian John Woodworth. Rebecca Elizabeth Wyatt, magna cum laude. Brady Dylan Weifels. Lexi Elizabeth Wysocki. Francis Wessam Jacob. Jacob George Yasso. Isaac James Ibarra. Samantha Marie Yost. Mary Elena Yukana. Alana Ahmad Yusuf. Isabel Marie Yusuf. Marco Puying Yu. Isabella Maria Zakaria, cum laude. Zach Sai Zarate, magna cum laude. Matthew David Zaremba, cum laude. Angelina Maria Zabari. Cara Noel Zelenak. Christiana Alexis Marie Zona, cum laude. Emily Therese Zupin. Anna Zerzanovic.
Seniors, your journey is almost complete. We have one last thing to do, the tassel ceremony. Currently, your tassel sits on the right side of your cap, representing your journey at Henry Ford II. Take a hold of your tassel on your right hand, which represents your freshman and sophomore year. You came to Henry Ford with dreams and aspirations, and ready to take your rightful place to begin your journey to excellence. You met new friends, experienced new traditions, and became part of the culture that is Henry Ford II High School. Now, move your tassel to the center of your cap. This movement symbolizes your junior year. You gained confidence, shared in victories and challenges, and supported each other. Finally, move your tassel to the left side of your cap, which represents your senior year and final year. As seniors, we ask you to believe in yourself and your fellow classmates. You completed your requirements. You made plans for your future. As we complete the move of your tassel, so ends your high school journey and your time as a student at Henry Ford II. I challenge you to never forget what you've learned and cherish the moments and friendships you've made. Regardless of where your journey takes you, always remember, here we believe in you. You will always be a part of the Falcon family. Congratulations, class of 2020.